Hello, or as we say in Ukrainian, Здравствуйте. My name is Daniel Ross. My wife Jana and I have been missionaries in Ukraine for the past 10 years. Our job here is trying to provide Christ-centered homes for kids who are coming out of the state-run orphanages in Ukraine. This week I'm going to help you understand a lot more about what we do, but today I want to introduce you to some of my friends. These are all young people who live or have lived in the state-run orphanages of Ukraine, and I want to help you understand how they ended up here. An orphanage is a place full of orphans, right? You know, kids whose mom and dad have died. Well, actually no. For sure, some of the kids who live in the orphanages are true orphans, but not a lot of them. Most of them have a mom and dad who are alive. Take my friends Vova and Leah. They come from a big family. On weekends, they usually go home to mom and dad. But home is a very small one-room house, and there are more than 10 people who live there right now. Their parents can't afford to take care of such a large family. And so for them, the orphanage is more like a boarding school. And then there's my friend Sasha. She lived in the orphanage for 8 years. Her mom brought her to the orphanage for the first day of kindergarten, and she said that she would visit her all the time. But in the 8 years that she was there, her mom never visited once. Sometimes her mom would write a letter and she would say, "I'll come see you soon." But she never did. Sasha felt alone, she felt sad, she felt angry. My friend Andre was sent to the orphanage because his mom would leave him at home alone for weeks at a time with no one to take care of him and no food in the house that he could eat. Finally, after a few years of this, someone told social services and they put Andre in the orphanage. We have another friend, Oksana. Her parents were always drunk, and so she had to take care of her younger 3 siblings. Often she missed school in the process of trying to search for food. Ira says that her mom put her in the orphanage because she wanted to drink and not be a mom. For a long time, Ira thought that her mom would realize that she missed her daughter, stop drinking, and come and get her. Her last year in the orphanage, she says that she realized that that was never going to happen. Her mom loved alcohol more than she loved her daughter. After years in the orphanage, after years of not seeing or hearing from their parents, almost all of these kids still want mom and dad to be mom and dad. Our friend Lena found out where her dad was living after she was already an adult. She traveled to see her dad and told him that her daughter, his granddaughter, was out in the car. He looked out the window and said, "Can you go get me some cigarettes?" He wasn't happy to see Lena, and he didn't care about meeting his granddaughter. This made Lena sad, but she wasn't really surprised. So many of the kids that we work with have parents who have chosen not to have anything to do with them. For me, this is even sadder than a kid who's lost mom and dad. But all of these kids need people in their lives to show them that they are loved and that they're not forgotten. And when we do this, we can show them that God loves them and hasn't forgotten them either. If you want to meet some of the people that I'm talking about, you can go to YouTube and look for Safe Haven Daniel Ross. Thanks.